What is good, guys? Vincent right here. Today, I got a little different kind of video. You know, I'm kind of sick. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. That's why I've been streaming lately. But I just saw something that kind of pissed me off just a little bit. And we're gonna title this video "The Camping Excuse." Alright, because I see a lot of people blame camping when they don't get camped. Like, I mean, everybody gets frustrated, everybody gets guilty of that. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There have been times where I'm like, that camper. And then I was like, wait a minute. And either myself or even Panda before on stream has been like, well, you know, it was just for a second. You know, it's whatever. Like, I don't really, like, if they look around, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes people see them doing that and they're like, you stupid camper. They're like, no, I'm just not an idiot. I'm not gonna walk off before I know that you're gonna stay there at least for a second. That way I can get a little bit of distance. But as you saw, it was a Dwight, I forget her name, and two Jakes, which means obviously I'm gonna lose a lot of hooks because I was originally gonna get trapped at this one, but then I changed my mind. Because you know, with Jakes there would be no point. The trapper's kind of not very special without his traps. I mean, he's faster than the nurse, but it lags a little bit on the entry here. But yeah, so we're just gonna go through this video real quick, and you know, I'm gonna ask y'all's opinion. I mean, y'all can share in the comments if y'all think this is camping, if it's not camping, but I don't really think this is camping, and I just think, I can't really see their names right now, but I feel like, whatever, the people on the bottom left are just making excuses here at the end because, I mean, you'll see, you know? So, they start by taking my hooks down, obviously. By the end of this, I actually only have the hooks in the basement left. So, I might actually make a cut right here, and I'll be right back till I find somebody. Alright, so, yeah, I teleport over here because the generator goes off, and look, a Claudette. Alright, she runs into basically the only place that I have hooks left, which would be the basement. She's going this way. I think I lose her for just a second, but luckily I can hear her breathing. And speaking of hearing breathing, sorry if you hear me, like I'm closer to the mic, and yeah, and I'm breathing harder because, you know, sick. I mean, I've got like one hook left over there, like literally in that general direction. So they spent the whole match taking down my hooks. You know, that's cool. That's understandable. So I put her up on the hook, and you know, I really want to go and see that real quick, but then I decide, no, I need to check, because if they get away from these hooks, then they're not, you know, then they're just gonna get away, basically. I won't be able to carry them back all the way over here, more than likely. So I decided to check these. I normally always check these. I guess that's camping to some people. But, you know, I'm not just gonna leave it and just somebody hop off the hook. And so I end up going back up the stairs right here. And, so, yeah, I thought I heard somebody up here. And then I decide to leave right now, but when I go to leave, that happens. I don't know why he thought that was a good idea. I don't. I really don't. But it must have been my awesome camping that made him jump through the window next to the killer and stand still. And, I think she must have started struggling. But yeah, so I just checked the cupboards real quick again, because I really don't want them, like, getting away from my hooks. So, then I decide, actually I kept thinking I heard somebody, but it was the Dwight. And, so I decided to go over and check that generator. And I'm having a little bit of trouble finding this guy. And there's one thing I'm talking about, you know, like, just because they left the generators near the, all the generators near the, thing does not make it camping. It just makes them taking the generators out in a bad order. Like, honestly, I couldn't even reach it to teleport to it right now. But hey, that's camping. What I like to do with the nurse too, I might make a guide on the nurse. Yeah. See, so I walk back because I hear it. And Down goes to White, and here's the pro play of the century right here. I know he's in here. I figured he'd hide in the cupboard, but no. No, this man decides to try to shine me with a flashlight. So I can look away, put the White up. You don't always drop the survivor when they shine you either. Which, you know, I couldn't have teleported back, so I had to come back. I mean, obviously I'm gonna come back if something gets off the hooks. Now he's in the field. But he actually gets away for a minute right here, which, you know, pretty good, pretty good. You know, the nurse, like, I do like to stay, like, I like to go in the generators in a circle, personally. And, normally it's not a big deal, because you can just, you know, I try to stay to where, see, the nurse does have to stay a little bit closer, or within teleporting range and then running range, because she cannot catch the survivors normally if they're running good. She can barely outrun them. But yeah, so I don't have any hooks over here, obviously. So I gotta go back in the middle of the generators. But, you know, I think they were just a little bit, like, salty that they took all of my hooks down and then left all the generators around my hooks, and they used their toolboxes to do that. But, you know, pro camping right here. Always check these. It's just what I'd do. I think he might actually just kill himself, like, immediately. Maybe. Yeah, so now I go in that generation. I mean, that general direction, because I heard the, it was either the, I think that's the, generator. It could have been crows. I don't know what sound the crow makes exactly. But yeah, I am, like, I do expect him to go for this dude, too, since it's the last one. So I go back in this direction. And I don't see him, so now I'm going to go to the other generators. And I'm watching that area because I don't want him to run down and rescue him. But I'm circling the generators too. Like, it's a really big mistake in this game to leave all the generators in a circle, or like really close by, to where I can circle them, because all I'm going to do is keep circling. And see, this guy doesn't really attempt to go for him. He just lets him die, basically. But, you know. And I think, oh, maybe he went for him. Maybe he's just, no, he just leaves him to die. So, yeah, he was doing a generator. I guess he out-hid me. But it's like, you kind of got to use that last guy as bait when there's one. But they act like, I don't know, it just irritated me, because they act like the generators weren't in a circle around that room. And they, at that point, he had to still do a generator. And basically, I just look around for a little bit, and I'm going to cut to it. Anyways, so, yeah, I'm just looking for, it takes me a minute to look for him. I guess he found well, he does find the hatch before me. He was in the cornfield. I was kind of trying to check at the exits because it spawns there a lot. I hear it, and he gets away. You know, that's cool. Whatever. I'm kind of irritated that they threw themselves at me, because I get a lot more points from chasing people. And I do like to chase people, like with the nurse, even with the nurse, because you can normally out-juke them. And first they are attacking each other right there. Nice team spirit. J1 Prestige for not saving them. And then apparently, I don't know which one 7 was. It looks like it's probably one of the Jakes. And you know, he's like nice camping and stuff, and I'm like, nah, bro, you ran up to, no, it was the Dwight, it was. Yeah, so he just ran up on me. And they go from bashing him to like, camper. And I mean, I really wasn't camping. That's what irritates me. A camper is like when they stand up in like when they stand up in front of you and just like stay in that spot. Nah, dude, I went from generator to generator. Y'all took all of my hooks down, so I had to hook you all in the same area, and I had to circle around. But this is what I'm saying irritates me basically in this game. People who, if I can find my stream, like some off of my stream the other night, like I'll show you an example of camping really quickly. Like
I don't die unless there's no hook.
Oh, is there another gen right here? Oh, there is.
If I do hook, I'm never down.
Aw, man.
I'll try and get the save, but no promises that, you know what I mean? She's been camping hard this
Yeah, you don't have to. She's camping.
Told you. She may think she's not.
Can I like throw my flashlight at her?
Hey, take my flashlight.
Oh my god, dude, she literally walked right past me.
Yeah, she walked by me earlier. She's like,
How the hell did she see me?
Skew! Oh, I fucked up. Ah, shit, I tried to let go. Dude, stop camping, my god.
I'm still wondering how those
struggles.
you're down.
Wow.
On a positive note, I can be rescued though, and that's no, never mind. No, she's coming for me. She's coming to camp me.
Does she have Fear Stalker?
Yes.
Fuck.
I feel like she needs to be shown how to play a nurse without camping.
Play as any killer as camping.
Like no, like how to not camp.
The only reason they're high ranks is because, or low ranks is because they're camping. There's nothing good about that.
Oh, I didn't get 600 circle points. I just got 100. I probably lost my rank.
I lost my rank. I'm back to 9.
That's upsetting.
I'm happy with that.
I have 1 pip to safety, so I'll still be 4.
So yeah, basically, the difference is what I'm trying to state is let's take this guy for example, who I'm not really like sure how many nights ago was this. I think this is like last week actually. We were playing this nurse, right? I get hooked on a regular hook, which number one, you know, like they do have the advantage of not having to come downstairs and come out one general angle. That's why the basement's so good, because you know they have to come up that staircase. It's a fact, and it takes longer to get out. But, so she keeps circling around, but then she wants to teleport back. She's not going to let me get off the hook, you know? The difference is she constantly comes back to that spot, you know? It's one thing to circle, but it's another thing to come and stand right on top of them, like that, for example. The only reason that she was able to get that, basically, which one was that? The only reason that he was able to, hit him was because they were standing on top of me, and then they leave them on the ground and teleport back over to me. So it is physically impossible for somebody to get me. Yeah, they could have got me right there, but she's so close. I mean, she could teleport back. That's another thing, you know, which is cool. That's a risk that they could have taken. But the thing is, even if they're not going to teleport back, she just comes back over there, which honestly, that is the only part that I can, like, she comes back over there, and then she just basically stands there, which I can understand that quick check. Like, I can. But aside from that, just circling around, standing right next to me, that's the part that was straight up camping. Like, it's one thing to, like, circle, but she was within almost arm's reach that whole time. And yeah, so now we go back to the chat, and just really, in closing argument, people need to understand what the difference is between really, I mean, circling, like, generators, and, like, from a distance, you know, is okay. I mean, I really don't mind that. When somebody constantly is repeatedly on top of you, that is camping. Was I on top of them? No. But did they take down all the hooks that I basically needed? So I had to bring them back to the same point. So and it takes longer to get out of there. It is a fact. So just because I could get to all the generators and beat them back there before they could get out, doesn't make it camping. I mean, I was checking generators. And just really, in closing, what I'm trying to say is people need to learn the difference between playing smart and camping. Because people confuse that a lot, you know? They just want the killer to just walk off and never come back. which is cool, you know, but if you get him off the hook, the killer's gonna come back, and the killer is gonna go to generators. So if you leave all the generators in a circle, you can't get mad if the generator can make it back to that area. I mean, if the killer can make it back from every single one of the generators in time to catch you coming up the stairs. Which really, they would have probably been better off if they had left a couple hooks. So or done the generators on that side first, and then done the hooks on the other side. I mean, not the hooks, then done the generators on the other side, so that I couldn't take them down into there from the other generators. But they wanted to do those farthest away generators, and then do the generators right next to the only place that I had hooks left. So that just kind of irritates me, is what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of people, like, some good killers get blamed for that, you know? And I mean, killers that are a lot better than me. I've been in, like, just by myself playing, people, like, been like, you camped to the killer. I'm just like, and not even me playing killer, and I'm just like, no, he didn't. He just mopped the floor with us because he did a really good job. And so yeah, I mean, I know not just me has this problem, and I understand getting mad and be like, you camped, but the fact of the matter is, you gotta learn, be like, no, he didn't camp. No, I fucked up. I jumped through a window right next to the killer and stood there, for example. Dwight. But anyways, yeah, sorry for this little rant. Hopefully I didn't mind it. Sorry I sound like crap. Basically, I am pretty sick, and yeah, have a nice morning, lunch, dinner time, whatever time it is for you that you're watching this. And I'm Vince the Great, and I'm also, if you like this or want to see me play this live, follow my Twitch. There's a link on my channel, because that makes me happy and stuff. Night, y'all.